So it wasn't just the battery. I think it was just that it was hot. That's what I think it was, honestly. Is that it overheated and it turned off.
Yeah, that must have been it.
Because that lasted the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it was a full segment. I don't know. I guess it was just that it was hot.
That's the only thing.
But it was hot. We put it inside, let it cool down, brought it back out, then it messed up.
Yeah, but I still think it was the battery that did it. Because I got drained, the battery was just like, I don't know where I'm actually at, so we're done. Because, like, why would it do a full thing? Especially since I erased everything that was on there. That's the reason I brought it back to you. Because I was like, I got rid of everything. When we were running out of space for a moment, I got rid of all. Put it on the laptop, it's all here now.
I really do hope these turned out without using the mic.
I'm hoping they do too. I think they should because, like, seriously, when I picked it up with us, where it was behind us.
Yeah, but it was like right behind us.
It was right behind us.
And now
that microphone is really works. That microphone works better than my microphone.
If you say so.
Dude, seriously. Like, on the laptop, like, here's the microphone right here in front of us. Or right here, more accurately where it was. And then that being behind us, and we were leaning forward and top. It picked up better.
Well, we would set the camera like I need this stick specifically. We would set the camera like here.
Yes. So that's the audio range. But then remember when we were
And it's about double.
No, but I'm talking about the room that we were in, right? So the camera's there. The microphone was here.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah.
Like when we had the microphone in front of us and the camera behind us. You're saying the camera's audio was better than the microphone.
Better than better.
But what about your phone? How does it compare to your phone?
I would say it's about equivalent. Where like you still hear everything. We'll have to figure out with this because this is closer to where my phone is.
No, I was gonna say your phone's the same.
Not that close. Not that close. Because we weren't able to fit in the range.
But it wasn't that far.
It wasn't that far. It wasn't. Okay, so if you look at the pit, if you move the pit over this way a little bit and put us at the end, that's where we've been sitting. So if you move literally the pit over, I would say a foot.
Yeah, and then we're at the edge. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I would say that's about the equivalent of it. My phone on the camera microphone because that's great.
Yeah. That I mean, I would still be a little bit closer, like you're saying, and like I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think based off of the microphone that I was hearing on my laptop, I was like, this is fine. Based off of that, it sounds garbage. Like if we're listening to.
Oh yeah, that thing.
If anything, the speaker on that is
That
awful.
terrible speaker.
But the microphone is fine. That's what I'm.
So hopefully it picked up all of it.
Yeah.
If it didn't, then it didn't.
Like when you were talking and I looked at the thing, it was still hitting that yellow. That's what I'm assuming it's probably about the same as my phone.
Okay.
So like, I was talking and it was still hitting that yellow. At least you talking, you're not talking near what I'm talking about. Maybe you have a different frequency. I understand that, but like it's still hitting yellow.
Yeah, I think my desk because I have like a I've been smoking a lot.
You have a baritone where I'm more of a tenor.
Yeah, I would agree. Gosh, but you have a beautiful singing voice.
Yeah, if you say so. Dude, doing this one, being wherever I am right now, it's been the worst.
Oh, the nasals?
It's been the worst. It's been so hard to sing.
Yeah, the sinuses?
Because I'm having to sing everything through my nose because I can't breathe.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Helicopter?
Is that Life Force?
No.
Is Life Force flying overhead?
Maybe there's also. You know,
Here we go. Here they come.
Into the sea? All over. Ice all over.
Well, good for them. Wow, that passed by perfectly where I could never see it.
I never saw it. It sounds like it's about right there. But
Yeah, it sounds,
see it.
now it's like down there.
Yeah, I've
but
never seen it.
Didn't even see it. That reminds me a lot of, I was working at Taco Bell a few years ago. And it was a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Sun was out, not a cloud in the sky. And then the sun went down, and the sky became completely overcast, where it was 100% clouds, the entire sky. And then all of a sudden you just heard planes. Like,
Just consistently a decent amount of planes.
four, five, six planes overhead.
And it was just hard. I see. That's the point. You're just like, what the fuck? Where is that?
And you're like looking up and it's just overcast for miles. Like everything you could see was clouds in the
Just
sky.
clouds, yeah.
And then just you heard planes flying overhead.
Dude, they use the whole. By the way, they make me think of the flat Earth. They use the plane, the bubbles in the plane, where you just see the curvature. I'm like, you can't really.
No, even Steven himself said no.
Yeah,
I
like,
flew a plane, I didn't see a curve.
well, like being in the cockpit, I remember looking at the cockpit, being like, I could definitely see where the idea of it, because it's a different type of glass. But being in a passenger seat, which I also remember being like, oh, because that curvature is weird. And the curvature can be inward where it looks like it's going like this
Yeah.
versus this. But like now, granted, nautical is different.
This versus this.
Yeah. So you're doing nautical, you can actually see the curvature when you're looking at the land. So if you're on a ship or something like that, you can see the fact that it goes. But it's still harder unless you have good eyesight. And we're basing that off the idea that everybody who was part of the nautical ship had good eyesight. It was like, oh, no. Like, even if they had the lenses and all that, you still have curvature, which is the idea of how a telescope works. You can't base it off of that. You have to base it off the idea that our eyes automatically curvature everything. But,
I almost died.
so if you want to do it properly, you should do it based off of actually us going to space. But that's the whole theory of like the 2003 idea of the flat Earth theory,
Okay.
which is that, because I didn't realize how many flat Earth theories there were for so long, like the different cultures and stuff like that were spanned over the whole course of time. And it's interesting to think that like a lot of the idea is that Christian groups believe it was flat Earth. No, not true. That's actually a lie. A lot of Catholicism
Yes, Catholicism.
actually
So
was
Catholics.
one of the first to believe that the Earth was sphere. Yeah. So when like the idea was transferred over 800 BC, and then we go into AC or DC, we have like the 1700, not 1700, sorry, it's too late. It's like the 1200s right now, 1200 DC or AC.
DC.
AC. 1200 AC.
What's DC stand for?
We have 1200 AC.
Direct current? 1200 direct current.
I mean, believe what you want, but AC, they also, that was the next person to believe that the Earth was round. And then we have the whole Dark Ages, where people are like, yeah, Christianity broke this, and stopped this theory. But the theory of the Earth being round was not something they stopped. They actually have their own, what do you call them, scholars?
Yeah.
And men of letters that believed and wrote about how the Earth was round. And I was like, that's an interesting theory.
Catholics and Christians?
Yeah. Like, even though a lot of people are like, yeah, they're the ones who also believe that the Earth was flat. It's not true.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. But, if you read Genesis,
No, I get that, but like Genesis is, I just like how I don't believe that God specifically meant when we talk about parables and all that He specifically meant that's what this is. I still think it's the idea, because the parables of Jesus weren't. This is exactly what it is. It's a parable. It's a story. And the idea of saying that the Earth was flat, which they never actually say, it says from the east to the west, from the far corners of the Earth.
corner of the earth is held up by pillars. Far as the east is from the west.
I actually think it's still a political, not political, but a poetic way of writing it. Because think about the time period.
Well, think about that I'm a child and my dad's telling me your sins get cast as far as the east is from the west. I'm like, that makes no sense. So they get cast back to the point of origin.
As far as the east is to the west. No, as far, not as close as they are.
As far as they are.
the east is to the
Right.
west.
As far as they are. If it's a completely sphere and it comes back, that means that it's east to the west, right? So, boop.
That's not as far as it is to east and west, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
That's the furthest
That's the
point.
That's the same as being the starting point and the ending point, right?
So then it would just be you're saying goes bloop,
No, I'm still
which
saying,
would be brr, flat.
no. So if you're going farthest to the east is to the west, as far, not as hey, this is the starting point, this is the ending point. It says as far. So, what's the furthest point of a round globe? As far as the east is to the west, from this hemisphere to this hemisphere.
I don't know, what is it, like 14,000? So.
It's actually a little bit more than that, but yeah. I mean, but if you go based off the guy who fucking did the pole theory of how our shadows work,
Yeah.
he was only a degree off of what our radius is. A degree to 1% or to 16% based off how you determine how big our Earth is.
Yeah.
With the pole theory. With the pole theory
Yeah.
of the roundness of the Earth.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But if you're going
The
based
same theory that flat Earth people use to prove that the sun rotates us and not the other way around.
off, it's actually not.
The
Because
pole theory is the same.
no, it's not.
They just
because
changed the mathematics.
they changed the idea to be cubes versus actual mathematical equations at which we use, which is how the standard world works, and that they use for everything else. So you're telling me they changed their mathematical equation for one thing, and they use a
Yeah.
different mathematical equation for everything else?
Yeah, probably.
That makes no sense. That's illogical.
Sounds about right.
But that's what I'm saying. Their thought process is illogical, right?
Sounds about right.
To be all of a sudden like, this is how we use math, and then like, but for this specific equation, we use math this way.
Yeah, but what about
But as far as the east is to the west, no matter if you have a hemisphere, no matter if you have a flat Earth, as far as the east is to the west, furthest radiation of it, or diameter of it, is this to this. As far.
doesn't this look like a really wide vagina? Like a really wide vagina.
Actually, I wouldn't say super wide. Yeah.
Well, no, is that about right? Is that about
That's
accurate?
about right. That's about accurate.
I don't know, man. That seems really big.
It's not.
Well, I mean, it's like right here.
Think about it. Do your tongue.
Good point.
Yeah, see?
Good point. That's about right. That's about right. Anyway, so the flat Earth thing.
We should have it on the show.
What about people? They also argue because wait, what was the last thing we did? The shadow theory.
Shadow theory.
Shadow theory using sticks and everything.
Specific sticks for with during not daylight savings, but it is essentially daylight savings. Is the time period. What do they call it? I don't know what to call it, but it is daylight savings.
Yeah.
But yes, they use it during that time period specifically.
What about the one where the boat down the river? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The boat went down the river. The dude put up a pillar or whatever, and he went down the river. And then using a telescope or something, he looked back at it and was still able to see it. And then because it was the whatever amount of miles, he was like, clearly there was no curve.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You know what they're
No, I don't know what they're
No?
talking about.
Alright.
But I do know for a boat theory, when you're looking at a boat in the ocean,
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
when you're looking at the boat in the ocean and it starts going, when you pay attention to how it disappears into the horizon,
You mean how it doesn't disappear?
no, how it disappears into the horizon, because it does. It actually starts disappearing from the front end or the back end, depending on how you're looking at it. So you're like, that's the far end of the boat. It disappears this end first, and then this end disappears, and the mass is the last because it's the last of the sky.
Of course.
That would determine the curvature. Because the mass is the last in the sky. Because if there was no curvature, the tail end would be the last thing we see.
I don't know. In a boat, watching another boat as we're sailing on open ocean.
Yes.
I've never seen that boat go with her.
How close are you to the boat?
We had to use the full zoom on the camera lens to still see it as a dot.
Fluids or what? Because it doesn't say.
I don't know the zoom.
That's the problem though. Is you're basing it off.
I
of
couldn't see it, and then we zoomed in and we could see it.
Yeah, you can definitely still see it. The curvature doesn't mean that it's that small. The diameter of the Earth is pretty freaking wide. The curvature of the Earth and the diameter of the Earth is still freaking wide. So like, just because you can't see it with your naked eye, because we can only see up to 5 miles, doesn't mean the curvature of the Earth is only 5 miles. Right?
Right.
So, saying that you can't see it with your eyes, but you pulled out a camera and zoomed in to see it, doesn't mean that the curvature of the Earth is that small.
Okay.
So, being like, yeah, I can see as far as as my natural eyes can see, which our natural eyes cannot see the actual full curvature of the Earth.
Dude, this would be perfect for starting a fire.
You have to whittle.
Little, but so either way, right? That still would be perfect, right?
Not that big. That's too big.
This is too big.
No, you're still big.
This is too big. So the vagina stick is fine.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
what you would want. God, isn't nature beautiful?
It is. Me yeah, no, I was just thinking about what all the guy was saying. It was beautiful because I was like, no, I get it. Like scientifically, we've broken it down enough that without going to space, we've broken it down.
Well, see, that's the big thing, isn't it? When it comes to flat Earth,
Is that they believe we haven't gone to Earth, we haven't gone to space.
we haven't gone to space, right?
The idea is that,
Space,
but
we
even
haven't
a
taken
lot of flat earthers believe that our Earth isn't square. They believe
What?
This shit.
a square?
Yeah, it isn't quarter and quarter. They believe it's a disc shape. That's it's like this. It's how gravity works. That's how they determine gravity works.
No. I don't know what those people are talking about.
That's the primary theory of most flat earthers.
Is that it's a disc.
Is that it's a disc.
No, see, that's also wrong. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but that's your thought process is the least of even the flat earthers. That's all I'm saying. Is like flat
All
earthers,
right.
if they're gonna agree with each other, they need to base it off of one theory. Because at least the rest
Right,
of us
instead of all being crazy.
yes, except for
right?
because the
they're all
fact is
freaking
everyone that believes it's round,
crazy.
we all have an idea of how the gravity works.
Yeah, helium. Like,
How?
helium and balloons rise. They fight gravity.
How does that have anything to do?
Density.
It's the density,
Density,
of gravity,
mate.
right?
Density.
Right? So that means in certain areas of the Earth we should be able to just float off. No,
What
think
area
about
of the Earth is less dense?
But no, because you're basing it off of helium density.
Density.
The density of what? Of what? The density of
Objects.
Of what though?
Objects.
Because you're basing it off of helium, so of what?
The density of this table keeps it on the ground. The density of this can keeps it on the ground. The density
No,
of you
because
keeps
then
you
why would you
there.
use helium? Helium is lighter than all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Helium is lighter than all of us, right?
Right.
Then we have gas.
Which makes it
We have
float.
oxygen, which is actually less by 0.2% of helium.
Right, which is why it's in the atmosphere.
It's also down to here, because if I went to a further level, I wouldn't be able to breathe. Because if it was like helium, which is less, it has a 0.2% less
fills
density.
everything.
No, because it has a less density.
It fills everywhere.
Then helium should work the same way.
Oxygen?
Helium should work the same
Everywhere.
way. It should work the same way.
Helium's lighter.
No, it's not. Oxygen is lighter by 0.2%. 0.2%. That means when I get to a certain level, I shouldn't be able to breathe.
Yeah, if you go underground.
No, I'm talking about 0.2%
And then
of a
there's
certain
dirt.
level of the
But
sky.
if you go too underground, dirt starts filling you up.
No, because
and
did you know?
can't breathe.
Because unlike water, you can actually still breathe under Earth. You just run out of oxygen fast.
Tell
Where
that
water,
to people in mine shafts
where
when
water-
they collapse.
they still breathe. They still have the oxygen.
When the
For-
mine shafts collapse?
Yes, for a time period they have oxygen.
Right.
Where like water.
Until they run out of
Yes,
oxygen.
where they run out, right?
Right.
That means it's still there.
yes.
This means it's still there.
Right.
Where like water, if it collapses on me, I don't have oxygen.
There's oxygen technically in the water, so you're pointing to you.
No, because there is oxygen. There's oxygen in the water, right? There's oxygen in the water. But
Points to you.
if we're at the same level, water versus sand, same level,
Yeah.
ready? Whoop, we both go under this level.
Yeah.
I will survive longer than you will.
What am I in?
You're in water.
And you're in.
I'm in dirt. I
You're
will
in
survive.
sand.
I will survive longer.
So I get submerged in water, you get submerged in sand, and you'll survive longer?
will survive
Don't
longer.
believe it.
Because there's still oxygen for you to breathe.
Don't believe it. Your lungs are gonna get filled with sand. The same way my lungs are gonna get filled with water.
Your lungs will get filled with water quicker. And my lungs will get filled with sand. Because I can.
What? So because it's easier to drink liquid than it is to drink sand?
No, because it's easier to breathe air that is underneath the ground than it is to breathe air that is in water. Because we're not fucking fish.
So I'm gonna wait for that to go by.
Because we're not fish.
Okay, so Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, yeah. Who has been proven wrong multiple times on a lot of counts.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead. Just like we do Bill Nye. Go ahead.
Wait, what about Bill Nye?
Also been proven wrong multiple times.
Right, he's just an engineer. He's not a scientist. Yeah.
Bill deGrasse Tyson at least is a scientist.
He
has
is.
been proven wrong multiple times. So let's hit it.
Well, he said on the Joe Rogan show that it's been proven that the Earth is non-round.
Not right.
Nope.
No, because it's oblong. Right?
Because it's
His
pear-shaped.
exact words was that it's oblong.
It's pear-shaped.
He said
His
oblong.
exact words are that it's pear-shaped. It's fatter on the bottom, smaller on the top, and pancaked together.
No.
Yes. You want me to look it up?
No, I'm sure he said that, but it's still not right. He has been proven wrong multiple times.
So then that's that. So everything he says is wrong.
No, I would say everything he says
Is
is wrong.
anything he says right?
No, he's been proven multiple times. No, because at that point, that everything we say is wrong. Anytime we say anything wrong, everything we say is wrong.
Exactly. That's why I was like, wait, I don't
No,
want to
no,
say
it's not-
everything
it's
is
not
wrong
everything.
if one thing is wrong.
Yes.
But the thing is, you're saying that
Because we have
it's been
proven that the
wrong.
Earth isn't a perfect marble.
Correct.
We
It
have
is a
proven
pear.
It's not a perfect marble. But him saying that it's smashed together, how's that a pear? How's that a pear?
It's a pancaked pear.
No.
As in, it's
no!
fatter.
It makes no sense. That would literally be like the middle was like, okay, and then oop. That's what he said.
Exactly. This part's up. This part's fatter. But it's been smushed together slightly, and it's spinning. Because of it spinning, because of because of the orbit, because of everything.
I have to piss.
I
I have to piss. It's oblong, but it's not flat.
Oblong. What does that even mean? Oblong.
Oblong is not a silent pear-shaped, but yes, you are the same line.
So it's pear-shaped and pancaked.
Not a pear.
Oblong. It's pear-shaped and pancaked. Pear-shaped pancake. Obvious. Just look around you. Look at that tree. Look behind you. Look behind you. Oh. Pear-shaped and pancake. Makes sense, right? I can't see past those trees. Pear-shaped and pancake. That makes sense. There's wind blowing. Pear-shaped and pancake. Moving millions of miles an hour in outer space. Clearly pear-shaped and pancake. The cloud. There's a cloud right there that seems stationary. Clearly not true. There's no way that cloud can be stationary. It's got to be moving. Because the dirt is moving. And that tree's moving. And I'm moving. And in rotation and of each other. So it's not oblong. It's not pear-shaped
Alright, so
pancake.
my thing is, let's go based off of the fact that yes, it's